Australia and New Zealand. This is the match of the day, and we are going straight to the FA Cup. This is the rival and the teams as they play Army Ladies against Police Ladies here in the first match. Dominant team Hazakers Ampem Dakwa, and last year Police managed to squeeze in taking Hazakers out. This time around it's two different teams. Army has also managed to squeeze out Ampem Dakwa, so it's another security service, and that is the Army Ladies. This is the way they arrive in their traditional white with the green, yellow and then blue. They have colors when it comes to security service, but mostly I normally tweak it between immigration and police. If you are not, they're camouflage dresses. I know there's a difference, but if you are not one of them, it's difficult to tell. Anita, this is the team arriving. How do you see their body language and preparing towards the match?
The girls are poised. You can see pure determination on their faces, just like a military person going to war. They are really determined for this trophy. And one thing I can tell you about security services is that we like competition, and when we meet like this, we always want to go home with a bragging rights. So this match is not going to be easy at all. I know their heads will be ready to get the results, and definitely they know that getting the results will get them something very good, even at work. So it's not really, it's going to be something, it's like a Sessa Games affair. I see this and I remember the days of Sessa Games, so it's going to be a very tough game.
Remembering the days of Sessa Games, last time we've seen the trophy gone around the police headquarters, and then to the defense as the Ghana Army also saw the trophy tour. How different has this season been from other seasons of the FA Cup?
It has been different because for the first time,
and this is what I love about the security teams, the Jama involved. You can't do away without the Jama.
This year's Women's FA Cup finale is totally different, like I earlier touched on in my submission, that if you look at it's a privilege. We've seen the dominance of Hazakers and Dakwa ladies both in the FA Cup and the Women's Premier League. They've managed to be in the Women's Premier League, but for the FA Cup, the two security service teams have connived to take over, and the job was done mainly in terms of eliminating these two glamorous ones. It was done by the Ghana Police Service, and that is why I believe that they think that they are entitled to win it today, because even those two biggest clubs who have for the past seasons been the stumbling block are no longer in the way because they eliminated them. So this time around, they are going to ensure that they beat Ghana Army in order to win it. But through this all, we take a look at their stats involved, I would realize that clearly of their 4 meetings since Army Ladies joined the top tier, Army Ladies have on 3 occasions won it, with one of it being a victory in favor of the Ghana Police Service or their women's team. So on paper, it doesn't, you would say that the records or the stats do not favor Police Ladies. But we are also looking at the form guide involved. Police Ladies comparatively to Army Ladies or the Ghana Army Ladies, in terms of form guide, Police have been slightly ahead of Army Ladies in terms of form guide this season, because we've seen the consistency of Police Ladies and in the season on being part of the top 4, and then for the first time since Army Ladies joined the top tier, they have ended the season outside the top 4. So clearly, in terms of form guide, in terms of player to player, you would say that Police Ladies might have the players, but don't forget, experience always counts, and that is what is going to be the huge surprise here today at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
It's going to be a big surprise here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium here in Legon. Don't forget that these two teams is always a battle, even though the underdogs is Army Ladies. When Army Ladies meet Police Ladies, no matter what form they have, they make sure they grab that points. But on the road, as you said, to the final, Army Ladies have really struggled. Looking at how they have to go to extra times and penalties, it's only a match that they won at a regulation time of 90 minutes. The rest they have to go through extra times, halfway to come out. But Esther, don't forget, sometimes when you're meeting the league, which you think they are the stiffer opponents, the Division 1 are much more tougher than the league. That's why sometimes people think when you're in the league, you know it's your opponent, it's cool for you. But Division 1, do you think they create? Because this time we made history, a Division 1 team playing at the semi-finals. Anita, maybe this question will be you. Immigration is in Division 1. You should know Epiphany Warriors more than that. They also, this is the police team also arriving on your screen now. That is police for you. This is the 4th time police is making to the FA Cup final. They were the winners of the maiden edition in 2016. 2017 they came back, but Prisons Ladies managed to secure that one. And then last season, they met Ampem Dakwan, but they were not able to wear. That's a second position for them. And this time around, they have made it. 4 consecutive times for Police Ladies, 1 trophy.
I think that this is an opportunity for Police Ladies to come in again, to have their names in the history books. And they may be on top, as we said, with the league, but don't take anything away from Army Ladies. Because being out of the top 4, they know that this is the only opportunity for them to get a trophy this season. So they are going to come all out, and this will be their first time also annexing this trophy. So it's really going to be tough. And with all the extra time matches that they played, that has also played a role in Army Ladies not doing so well in the league. But I'm telling you, when there's a trophy at stake, everything is put aside. They know this is all they have to do. This is the last game of the season for them, so they are going to go all out.
Esther, history makers, Epiphany Warriors, from road down to semi-finals and to finals. You were there to witness it. How was it? And then knowing that police had to come back, at least last year they missed the trophy, but even though they took the lead in the first half, thinking that they were the experience that they were going to, but later on, Ampem Dakwan had to come back. This time around, as we said that Army Ladies have the edge. I'm saying they have the edge because they have met on several occasions. No matter the form, it's just like Ghana, Nigeria. No matter who has the form, anybody is capable. Army Ladies, Police Ladies, form-wise, and then Epiphany making it to that stage.
I believe that Epiphany have really set a different record for themselves, especially in the history of Women's FA Cup generally since it was introduced 8 years ago. To have become the first team to have made it, to the Final 4 tells you that they are doing something incredibly good. And I'm not surprised too that they have also qualified in order to, play in the playoff, in order to ensure that maybe they secure their slot to be among the top tier. It's a huge plus for them, and they were so much satisfied when they played against Army Ladies at the Medina AstroTurf. That was a day to watch out for, and we saw how Army Ladies had to struggle. It was through the extra time that Vera Bema had that only goal for them that ended up helping them to have progressed to the finals of it. So clearly they weren't there by chance. It wasn't no fluke. It was an all in all a demonstration of how good they have been so far as the season was concerned. So clearly we say kudos to a club like Epiphany Warriors to have done that. But then again, Army Ladies too, I believe that, just like you rightly said, form guide might not play a factor. But then again, we are talking in terms of where you have individual players that can make a difference in the game. And that is where you would want to look at it from the aspect of the fact that Police Ladies now have a phenomenal striker, Mabana Jakwa, who is so much on fire, banging in the goals for her side, and then ensuring that she does so much well. And then again, they equally have Grace Enima, one of the most experienced players, aside Edda Matevo, who plays for Lady Strikers. Yeah. Grace Enima happens to be one of those very consistent players who is also part of the Police Ladies setup and can be a game changer at any given time. And then if you look at the other players that they also have on board,
just to chip in, don't forget